It's Manchester United versus Everton today, and this is Martin Fisher welcoming the world to Old Trafford. It's mild for the time of the year, but it's been very wet indeed. We've had steady rain since late morning, but there should be little to dampen the enthusiasm of the home fans. Back above Arsenal, rather, to the top of the table. Arsenal beating Wolves 3-0 earlier today. And United, by winning today, would also open up a 4-point gap over Chelsea, who surprisingly lost 4-2 at Charlton earlier today. Everton's last win here was in 1992. But December has been a good month for them. 7 points from 9, enough to take them away from the relegation zone and into mid-table sanctuary. And they're confident of giving United a game today. Let's have a look at the two teams for you. And cleared in the end by Ferdinand. On by Hibbert. Rooney there first. Good control by Rooney. Actually, certainly making it awkward for the challenge that came in. Gravison. Campbell for Leitier. Surprisingly, given a 4-2 drubbing across London at Charlton. Campbell's flick on. This is Rooney. Immediately checking to see where O'Shea was. Leitier. Gravison. Holding off the challenge of Butt, but Butt remains persistent. And this is Forlan. Got a bit of room. He's got Ronaldo to his left. And that's a heavy second touch. Unsworth got a bite, but only as far as Bellion. It's another teasing run by Bellion. Cleberson to Forlan. Ronaldo at the back post. There is Ronaldo! And it's a good save by Martin. Straight at him, if truth be told, but he got ahead of his man well. Forlan with the cross, having found the space. And on this kind of surface, the ball as it rolls towards goal can be tricky for the goalkeepers. Slight spillage by Martin. Ronaldo has certainly started on the left-hand side of the Manchester United attack. Bellion. He's finding a lot of space on this right-hand side as Everton just try and get their formation sorted. Ronaldo. Not what he intended. Did enough to close down Hibbert. And indeed somehow win the throw. O'Shea. Well, between them, Ronaldo and O'Shea never really had that ball under control. Away by Sylvestre. On by Gravison. Now Butt. Ferdinand, Sylvestre and O'Shea all up from the back for the corner. Poor delivery by Ronaldo, he'll get a second chance. Gravison's clearance. Fortune alert, Rooney wasn't. Cleberson. Neville for Ronaldo. Fortune out to his left. Who's closed down now by Hibbert. Good run by Cleberson. The cross looking for Stubbs, come out as far as Butt! Nicky Butt for Manchester United! His first of the Premiership season. Not that surprising given the fact it's only his 5th start. It was a sweet finish by Nicky Butt. It was the run by Cleberson that set it up, headed away by Stubbs. One thing on Nicky Butt's mind, and the half volley founds the bottom left-hand corner off Nigel Martin. It hasn't taken long. 10 minutes on the clock. and already United are in front. Rooney. Hibbert ahead of him. Instead he takes on O'Shea. But picking out O'Shea, on for Ronaldo. Crowded out by Stubbs and Leitier, and it's the former who brings it away, and then promptly gives it away. Ronaldo couldn't find Forlan. And Everton followers will be thinking, here we go again at Old Trafford. Ravisson's cross, dealt with by Neville, calmly. O'Shea scored once and created two more very good chances, and that's without Messrs Van Nistelrooy, Giggs, Scholes and Keane. It's a finding thought, isn't it? Ravisson's free kick caused the danger. Campbell was in there. Campbell receiving the congratulations, but not quite sure if it came off him or a United head last. Hit with some pace. It doesn't touch Campbell. I think that's Gary Neville, isn't it, that got the final touch? Yes, it's the United acting captain, Gary Neville. And Everton are level, courtesy of Neville. What a start. 2 goals in the opening dozen minutes. And United have won a third corner. The previous two didn't really cause Everton any problem, and neither will the third. 3 poor deliveries by Ronaldo so far. At the top of Gary Neville's head, the initial congratulations went Kevin Campbell's way, but to be fair to Campbell, he looked bemused and didn't suggest for one moment he was going to try and claim the goal. Those replays that we've just shown you clearly demonstrate that it came off Gary Neville's forehead. As you can see there from the screen, the rain still teeming down here in Manchester. At St Andrews, Birmingham 0, Manchester City 1. Robbie Fowler with that goal for Manchester City. Here, Neighbours United 1-1 with Everton. This is same Nicky Butt goal again, as it's cleared out as far as him, just on the 18-yard line. It's a good firm strike by Butt. Ronaldo. Butt again. Now O'Shea. Gary Neville. Cleared by Leitier. Rooney's clearance only finds out Butt, and this is Ronaldo. Fortune. Forlan choosing to let it run. Unsworth consequently able to clear. Forlan first to respond. Now Fortune. O'Shea still to his left. Trying to work the space for a cross. Instead he's gone short for Ronaldo. Leitier for company. Linderoth with the challenge, but it's works its way out as good first touch by Ronaldo. Pace taking him away from Hibbert. Cross beyond Forlan. Might work its way out as far as Bellion on this near side. Neville behind him. Instead takes on Naismith. It's another Manchester United corner there. 4th. in the opening 20 minutes. And despite not delivering too cleverly from the left-hand side, Ronaldo again entrusted with the kick. Ferdinand in the middle, O'Shea in there too. Ferdinand couldn't quite reach it. Cleberson has kept it in play. Cleberson to tease it back in, it's beyond everybody. But for United. Ronaldo, who stayed on this right-hand side, having taken the earlier corner. Swap with Bellion momentarily. And that headed clearance by Stubbs is going to reach Bellion. He's got Fortune behind him. And it's an early centre, and Forlan! Great save by Nigel Martin. Forlan applauds the centre, and well he might. It's another corner. And again, it's poor delivery by Ronaldo. I don't think he'll be taking the next one. Neville. Dealt with by Stubbs. Cleberson. Litia. Campbell. Litia once more. And that was a half chance, quarter chance probably, has brought them their equaliser off the head of Gary Neville. Nigel Martin has already produced 2 good saves. Kilban just getting there ahead of Gary Neville. Ronaldo saw his pace earlier as he blistered away from Tony Hibbert. Nicky Butt. Campbell getting hold of it. Butt. Fortune. Ronaldo. Now Rooney. Strong challenge by O'Shea. Easily dispossessing the England youngster. Ronaldo ahead of O'Shea. It's not the best of balls. And Hibbert able to get back, and Rooney back there as well, but he's only succeeded in giving it back to O'Shea. And Ronaldo in behind Hibbert. Not a good enough quality centre. That was a poor ball by Ronaldo. Got in behind Everton to the byline and needed some quality. Quality wasn't evident in Ronaldo's centre. This time they've gone for a short corner kick. Fortune's crossover. Forlan! He somehow finds space in and around that 6-yard box, despite the fact Stubbs and Unsworth are generally standing next to him. Again, it's the early centre by Fortune that caused the problems. Nicky Butt. Ronaldo trying to offer the 1-2. Free header for Stubbs and for Sylvestre. Everton throw. Rooney. Naismith. Gravison. Hibbert. Rooney just behind him. Litia. Kilban. Faced by Neville. Campbell in the middle. Everton's first corner. Cleared by Butt. And helped on by Fortune. This is Ronaldo. Looking for Forlan. He's isolated against Unsworth at the moment. Looking to pick out Fortune. And gets it back from Fortune. Not quite what Fortune, the South African, was intending, I'm sure. But anyway, United still have possession until Lindelof clears. But one deflection has gone past him, and another had him racing across his 6-yard box, hoping that it also wasn't going to nest in the bottom corner of the net. fortune. Ronaldo. O'Shea. This is Rooney. Campbell letting the ball run across his body. Finding Kilban. Lindelof. Letia. Rooney. Now it's United's turn to put a wall of shirts and bodies in between Everton and their penalty area. Hibbert. Gravison. Rooney and Campbell both in the middle at the moment. Punishment for that challenge by the Manchester United number 8, Manchester United goal scorer. Well, I said prior to Everton's equaliser that dead balls would be probably their best chance of scoring today. So it proved with that one. Can they edge in front with this one? Alan Stubbs has scored from this distance before in his career, although not for a long while. Rooney's over it too, as you can clearly see. Gravison in there. Naismith as well. Well, they all want a bite of it, don't they? Wonder who comes out on top in the training ground sessions. 5 United players in the wall. Gravison issuing the instructions. Howard about a yard off his line. It's going to be Stubbs. And that's why he hasn't scored for over 2 years now. It's an apology of a free kick. Lindelof for Unsworth. Campbell the target. Campbell the winner. The flick on is beyond Rooney, who'd already made the run. Ahead of Campbell. Ronaldo. Not seen much of him so far today, apart from the corner kicks that have been pretty ordinary for a man of his standard. Silvestre. Ronaldo unmarked completely. Took a deflection towards Nigel Martin's goal, and that's enough to bring United another corner. Ronaldo goes across to take it. Quickly closed down by Alan Stubbs. United's 7th corner. None of them have looked like causing Everton any damage so far. What's this one going to be like? Well, it's a better delivery. Headed away by Stubbs, out as far as Cleberson. Heavy first touch, he's still got it though. Out as far as Butt. Strong challenge by Campbell. Now it's Neville. Looking for Ronaldo, who's stayed up having taken the corner. And happily hooked away by Kevin Kilban. Held his position well. That's Bellion, and that's poor control. Fortune. Ronaldo. That's better by Ronaldo. Running at pace! And the shot wasn't bad either. And he seems just to have come in a bit more from his wide left position. And it's working to his benefit at the moment. Martin was stretching in vain to his left. Always curling away from goal. Touch of toe punt about that shot, possibly. United's championship winning season. They didn't lose another game in the league after that. In fact, it's just under a year ago that they played Everton here, and despite being 0-0 after 86 minutes, the home side eventually ran out 3-0 winners, with a couple from Paul Scholes and a penalty from Ruud van Nistelrooy. Ronaldo running at Hibbert. Gravison trying to get back there and offer some assistance. And when you run at defenders like that, always the opportunity of winning free kicks for your team. Hibbert travelling in the wake of Ronaldo, catching him with a trailing boot. It's earned United this free kick. 25 yards from goal. Referee Mike Dean just illustrating, wait for the whistle. Ronaldo in the gloves fancies it. Cleverson there as well. Having won it, will he insist on taking it? 4 in the wall. It's set up for the curl around the wall. There it goes. Easy stop for the Everton keeper, Nigel Martin. Not enough bend. And Nigel Martin, who's kept 8 clean. Error by Rio Ferdinand. Not used to giving the ball away so cheaply. Rooney. Stubbs. This is Hibbert. Stubbs has lost it. Martin was alert to any possible danger. Doesn't share that kind of concentration. Naismith on for Rooney. Up against his fellow England colleague Ferdinand. And United fans will have enjoyed that. So the mere presence of Ferdinand was enough to put Rooney off his stride. But Rooney is certainly back alongside Kevin Campbell up front now. It's holding role, the anchor, if you like, of that diamond, and Gravesen as its point, with Campbell and Rooney ahead of him. Meanwhile, it's Ronaldo looking to tease Hibbert again. After a poor opening 30 minutes, Ronaldo has started to look the business in the last 10. He's taking on Campbell now. Not good delivery. Cleared by Lindelof. Campbell to hack it away. Only as far as O'Shea. Just eats up space. Ronaldo. Space for the cross. Doesn't beat the first man, Hibbert. There's the step over. Cleared by Stubbs, out as far as Neville. This is Butt. Now Fortune. And now Ronaldo. Fancy footwork. Fortune's crossing has been much better though. It's the kiss of death. Away by Stubbs. Sylvestre. O'Shea. Campbell just sliding in, going to ground unnecessarily. Despite his protestations that he went for the ball. And here's Ronaldo once more. But he's got a lot of space. He's got Neville to his right as well. Bellion, Forlan and Cleverson all waiting the centre. And there is the goal! And it's Cleverson that has scored it. Quality centre by Gary Neville. And Cleverson with the Brazilian footwork now, but the headed excellence for the second United goal. His first since scoring against Blackburn in the 2-1 win here back in November. Excellent time for United to score. David Moyes now will have to completely change his team talk. I'm sure it would have gone along the lines of, well played so far and just keep it up and try and nick something on the break. Kilban again. Naismith. Leitier. And Rooney. The ladies run. Campbell in the middle. Leitier arriving as well. Kilban on the edge. Awkward for Howard. No real Everton player anyway. Time to come. This is Butt, the scorer of United's first, finding Ronaldo, who again is one-on-one momentarily against Hibbert. Leitier getting across to provide extra Everton cover. Make sure Everton don't get in behind them and play it out to the half-time whistle. O'Shea. Kilban. Rooney has found space. Wayne Rooney for Everton, with Naismith to his left. Naismith centre, just beyond Hibbert, who was arriving late at the back post. Leitier to keep it in play. Now Gravison. Rooney and Campbell still in the middle, waiting the centre. When it arrived, it wasn't of sufficient quality. And that is the end of the first half action here at Old Trafford. Nicky Butt putting United in front with just 10 minutes on the clock. And that equaliser just 2 minutes later off the forehead of Gary Neville as he tried to deal with Thomas Gravison's free kick. But a couple of minutes before the end of the first half, Manchester United back in front through the Brazilian Cleverson. And at half-time at Old Trafford, United on course to go back to the top of the Premiership tree. It's 2-1 to them at the break. Does have James McFadden on the bench. That is Duncan Ferguson again. McFadden is the winger. Might give Everton more balance. It's far too early for them to throw caution to the wind until January the 12th, and with United's appeals process, it might even be later than that. This is Ronaldo. O'Shea to his left is ignored, and the cross is cleared by Stubbs. Ronaldo stayed in an offside position. It was okay when the throw-in was taken, but by the time it was headed across to him, he retained that position. Cross has picked out Forlan, who thought about laying it off, but ball got caught in his feet, really. This is Rooney. Trying to go through the legs of Fortune, who promptly closed them. Litia. Unsworth looking for Rooney. Well, perhaps this is an area that Everton might be able to exploit. Rooney down the 8. Arsenal beat Wolves 3-0. It's flicked on by Campbell. And Fortune having to tidy up with Rooney in close proximity. Big surprise of the early kickoffs. Chelsea being beaten 4-2 at Charlton. That means that Ewood Park, Blackburn Wanderers, but 2 now, and it's a second goal for Juninho. That after Middlesbrough were behind to Marcus Babbel's early strike. It's a quiet start to the second half here at Old Trafford. Hibbert. Will there be more magic from Rooney as the game wears on? Quiet by his own standards so far, not helped by this new position he's having to play. But here he is now, closed down quickly by Scholes, who dispossesses. And now it's Butt for United. Forlan. Little flick on, looking to release Ronaldo, who has the pace to keep the ball in play, and then running away from Hibbert. Skip away from Unsworth. It's Ronaldo for United. Clean tackle by Hibbert. And the referee in the perfect position to make that decision. Referee Mike Dean was about 5 yards behind that incident. Got a clear view of it. Ronaldo feels he was unfairly tripped, and that his ankle bore the brunt of the challenge. I think that's a clean tackle. The referee said it was. Let's see what we see here. From behind, and his right foot does get caught, but reminder that Roy Keane missing this game with a hamstring injury. Ruud van Nistelrooy and Giggs rested from the starting 11. Quinton Fortune for their goals tally this afternoon, carrying the game to Everton. Everton happy just to sit back and try and soak up the pressure. This time Hibbert has caught Ronaldo. This time it's brought a free kick. Still no sign of Mike Dean reaching for the card. That time clearly missing the ball. Howls of derision from the Stretford end. Ronaldo's free kick straight into the head of Hibbert, who shows No concerns at all, despite the ferocity of that kick. Ronaldo. Oh, that's a late challenge by Rooney. How many times do we see such rash challenges by the young man? Well, no doubt about it, this will be a yellow card. The 7th time Wayne Rooney has been booked this season. That in itself is a staggering statistic. But it was just such a rash challenge. He was high, he was late. It was a frustrated challenge by Rooney. Look how high this was. It's almost like he's saying, well, you're not going to do that kind of skill and try and embarrass me. Ronaldo's free kick, far too deep. Here's the challenge again. Ball's gone, and he gets both of Ronaldo's legs. And he's now being teased by the Old Trafford faithful for his trouble. It's the first yellow that we've seen. We have seen a few challenges that have brought yellows in other games this season. Ronaldo's control lets him down, and Rooney picks it up. Heavy ball, too far ahead of Campbell. Collected by Ferdinand. All here many years ago when Roy Keane was at Nottingham Forest and he got booked early on and got booed by the home supporters. Finished up signing for United, of course. This is Ronaldo. Miscued it horribly. Easy save for Nigel Martin to make. Double change about to be made by Everton. Rooney, though, is not involved. Ferguson and Jeffers are both coming on. Campbell and Lindelof will be the men making way. And Rooney continues to get more and more frustrated. He's lost the ball there. Third goal, Forlan with the drive, no real power. Here's Rooney. How will he cope with this kind of... Get a second yellow. At the moment, though, Moyes happy to keep Rooney out there. Just to repeat, it will be Campbell and Lindelof coming off when the double change is made. Hibbert with the centre. Straight to Butt. Sylvestre to clear from Campbell. Butt. Ferdinand. Now Kilban. Gravison. Rooney arriving at the far post. Trying to pick out Ferguson. Cleared by Sylvestre. Lost by Scholes. Jeffers on the shoulder of Neville. Bit of sustained pressure for Everton. Amazing now. Well, if Jeffers and Ferguson are good Premiership strikers, Van Nistelrooy and Giggs are in a couple of echelons higher. Good first touch. Scholes breaking to his right. This is Paul Scholes. Come down as far as Forlan, just behind him. Now Cleberson. Ronaldo to his left. Again taking on Hibbert. This time he's got the ball over. Oh, from almost underneath the bar. David Bellion somehow clears the crossbar. How far is he out there? 4 yards? Again, Unsworth at Old Trafford, where Everton haven't won since 1992. Going back to that. As long as there's just the 1 goal between the two teams, Everton will still believe they can get something from it. To Cleberson and gets it back. Paul Scholes for Manchester United. Cleberson in space to his right, forced a little bit too wide. 4 players in red waiting the centre. Headed away by Stubbs. Knocked back in by Buck. This is Ronaldo, faced by Hibbert. Held up well by Hibbert. Still the cross comes over and Bellion puts it home. Well, he missed a few moments from underneath the bar this time. He's swept it home left-footed. First goal in the Premiership in United colours for David Bellion. And Ronaldo teasing Hibbert, firing over the centre. And there was an appeal for offside, but you can spot the final Everton defender just at the back post. Gary Naismith, I think it was, that was playing him on. And David Bellion makes it 3 to Manchester United. So then, they're going to score themselves. And Rooney continues to get badgered by the home fans and continues to show the signs of mega frustration. I think he could well be coming off soon, Wayne Rooney, as Jeffers just catches Sylvestre. And Sylvestre looks in trouble there. And so at the top of the programme, that is the dilemma that David Moyes has to wrestle with in trying to comes in. It's all a learning curve for Wayne Rooney, and today it's perhaps proved a little bit too much for him. But in mitigation, you'd have to say he's not been helped by having to play on the right-hand side of a fight. In nutmegs, it's every defender's right to shove the attacker over. Ronaldo for fortune. Away by Stubbs. Ferdinand will keep it in play, and nobody's come across to prevent him from teasing it over. Instead, it's Djemba that does just that. It's handed away by Hibbert and collected by McFadden. This time it's Ronaldo doing the clipping. Great confidence by the Scotsman here inside his own area. And here's Jeffers. Go. Happy to sit back themselves at the moment. Ronaldo. Fortune. Forlan. Again, a touch casual by United. Ferdinand against Ferguson. Hibbert against Ronaldo. Fortune. Ronaldo. Jeffers, not for the first time, with a late challenge and a high challenge. It's that kind of tackle that ended Mikel Sylvestre's afternoon. It's the follow-through that catches the eye just as much as the initial challenge. Too crafty for his own good, Ronaldo. Has he won it back? Yes, he has. What's the cross going to be like? Not good enough. Well, he's a crowd pleaser, Ronaldo. There's certainly plenty of talent to come from him. I think the one area of his game that Sir Alex Ferguson will be working on more and more with him is the quality of his centres. Birmingham City have just levelled against Manchester City. Jeff Kenner with the goal. Fortune. But for Ferdinand. Cleverson. pulled one back against Liverpool. Pedersen with it. Unusual for Scholes to scuff it wide from that kind of range. Usually calls on the keeper to make a save. Cleverson rather just waited for the ball to reach him rather than attacking it. Here is Bellion. Is that ball going to stay and play? It is, you know. Cross is a little bit deep. 3 minutes of added time to be played. This is Ronaldo. This is Scholes. Cleverson and Forlan both in there. Cleverson went in, punched away by Martin. Neville with the header. It's fallen kindly for United. And it's now Ronaldo. Forlan in the middle, should he need him. It's Ronaldo. It won't fall Forlan's way. It's finished at Ellen Road. Leeds 0, Villa 0. Birmingham have beaten Manchester City 2-1. And here, Manchester United have beaten Everton by 3-2. United and Sir Alex Ferguson back on top of the Premiership. David Moyes' team made it a real fight at the end, but goals from Nicky Butt, Cleverson and Bellion after Gary Neville had briefly levelled with an own goal, and Ferguson scored late on for Everton, have given Manchester United all 3 points. The final score at Old Trafford, Manchester United 3, Everton 2.